Hello everyone, I welcome you to Codeverse channel once more. Alright, so we've been talking about how to build a blog website, and in our previous video, this is a continuation of our last video. We looked at how we are able to create this kind of blog, and we also did some setups on the blog as well. We saw how we can customize it right from the appearance section. You can customize it right from appearance section, and when we clicked on the customize button, we're able to see the setups that came with the theme that we actually installed. So we installed a random theme, and the whole idea is for you to know how to set up or how to edit or customize a theme that is being given to you or that you have installed. So, and we are made to understand from the previous video that there are some things that when you have installed them, you're going to see the settings from this customize button here. Alright, so that was for the previous video. Please, if you have not watched that video, please go straight to our YouTube channel Codeverse and make sure you search for that video, how to create or build a blog website on WordPress. And please, if this is your first time of coming to this channel, I really appreciate you and I welcome you, and I would like you to subscribe to our channel and please turn on the notification bell so that anytime we post useful and educative content like this, you'll be the first to get notified. My name is Harrison, and I am not just the only tutor on this platform. We still have other tutors who are going to be teaching you a whole lot about some other useful and educative contents. So please, you can also follow us on all the social media handles that we are in, and you can see the social media handles are displayed on your screen. Please make sure that you follow us, and we promise to always deliver to you useful content. So let's continue from where we stopped on the last video. Now we created this blog, and we saw some of all these buttons here. We saw this, and we saw this. We saw how we can be able to disable this as well. Then we also went ahead to create a sample logo. Then this social media, we're going to be looking at how we can also edit the social media icons, then this menu or this navigation bars, that is these categories. So basically today we're going to be looking at the menu bar and the widgets. So the widget, we're going to be looking at it, and we're going to see how we can work with that. So right now, look at these social media icons. If you notice that, you can see now that the buttons are appearing twice. Facebook is appearing twice, Instagram twice, likewise Twitter is appearing twice. So right now, how do you edit this kind of thing? Now when you see this on your theme, the place where you can do that is still from your customize. Now like I said, most things come with their settings, their setup. So when you get over to your customize, you look out for, let's say, okay, the theme options. Let's go straight to theme options. Okay, before that, now when you open the customize button, you're going to see this pencil icon like I explained in the last class. You're going to see this pencil icon. So if you click on this pencil icon, it means you want to actually edit this social media button. If you click on this one, it means you want to edit this logo. If you click on this, it means you want to edit this tagline, just like that. So let's click on this. Now you can see now that it takes us straight to where we have social menu. You can see that right now. So you can see where it says edit menu. You can see that edit menu. Now if you also come to this, let me open another tab. You can see now that these social media icons, they are all located in the menu side. Now on your dashboard, on your admin, we also have what we call the menu. Menu is also separate on its own. Likewise, you can also see it from the customize section. Now when you come to the admin, when you go to appearance, you're going to see menu right here. You can see that, you see menu. Then when you click on it, you're going to be able to see the menus that you have on the site. Now just like this, these ones are menu: home, editorial, entertainment. All these are menus. Now we also have other menus, like you can also create like about us, contact us, services, and all that. All those ones are pages. So this menu that is on this bar, all these ones are categories for this particular blog. Do you get that? So right now when you come to menu, you can be able to see we have just this menu here. It says select menu. We have primary menu, and social menu. So there are two menus that are on this particular blog. There are some themes that when you install them, the menus that comes with it will be much. So sometimes you may have primary menu, social menu, footer menu, just like that. So it depends on the theme that you have installed. So any theme you install later on, if you see that it has one menu, just know that it is for that. That is the way the theme is. If you see that it has multiple menus, you know that that is the way the theme is actually is. Nevertheless, you can still go ahead to create a new menu. So by the time you click on this create a new menu, you'll be prompted to create a new or another menu. Now when you see this primary menu, you can see now that the things that are under the primary menu is this ones here: home, editorial, entertainment. You can see that it's category. So that is what we have in this menu bar here. Alright, let's go back to our social icons. Now our social icons, like I said, you can edit that from the menu. So when you open this social icon, you can see social menu. Open it, then you click on select. Now you can see now that we have these social media icons here. You can see that right here. So if you don't want to do that direct from this place, now the place that you have here, edit menu, you can also edit that from this place. But here is also is very better. It's okay. Now when you want to remove, you're going to remove this. For instance, we have two Facebook, so let me remove one. So you see where I clicked, you just click here, then you just go ahead and you click on remove. Now you may want to, okay, let's remove Instagram again, remove Twitch, remove Twitter, remove. So they're appearing twice. Okay, done that. Remove Spotify, YouTube, remove. Alright, so it's removed right now. So now let's take, for instance, you want to add a clickable link, because right now they are not actually clickable. Let's want to add your own social media icons to it. What you're going to do is, for Facebook, for instance, you see where they have this URL, universal resource locator. This is where you're going to put in your Facebook link or your Facebook page link. Do you get that? So you put that here, you put the link. Then for Instagram, you also do the same thing. Then for Twitch, you also do the same thing. For Spotify and YouTube, you also do the same thing as well. So any other thing you want to add, let's take, for instance, which other social media network is not here? Let's take okay, we have Instagram, we have Twitter. Okay, let's take, for instance, TikTok. So let's see TikTok now, for instance. So now what you're going to do is you just click on, you're going to add another one again. So what you're going to do is you come to this place where we have custom links. You can see custom links. You click on custom links, then you put in the URL. Let's take, for instance, we are putting in a TikTok link. So then here you put the text to be TikTok. Then you click on add to menu. So once you click on add to menu, it's going to be added among the list of all these social media handles. So you click this. Now you can see where it has appeared right now, TikTok. So you can see that. So by the time you go ahead, then you can just you can also edit this URL to your own, to match with that of your own. Do you get that? So rest everything is fine. then you just go ahead, then you can edit the name, edit whichever one you want to edit, then you go ahead and you click on save menu. Now when you click on save menu, let's refresh the website and see. So to refresh is F5 if you are on a computer, F5. So you can see now that we have this now. So we have this. So you can see now that it has reduced. So that is how you do that. So now the next thing we want to look at is the navigation. That is this menu bar. You can see some buttons here that are appearing twice, and maybe we want to remove some of them and maybe add some other categories as well. So what you're going to do is right from the menu section, you go to menu, then you come here, you select the particular menu that is backing up this particular things you see here. So that menu, from here you select primary, then you click select, then you're going to see it drop down here. You're going to see all the things that belongs to that menu. So we have home here, so I'm going to remove this. So then this other home, so I'm going to put in the blog link, that is the link, so that once they click on the link on the home, it's going to take them straight to the home page of the blog. Then we have let's say technology needs to be removed one. Then all these ones are categories that are being created from the for the blog. And I told you in one of our videos, and I showed you how you can create categories for your blog post, for your content and all that. So please, if you have not watched that, kindly go to our channel to watch that video where I was able to show you how to create category and tags while creating a post. Alright, so rest everything is fine. Then you go ahead and you click on save menu. Alright, so you can see now that, let's refresh the site and we'll see how it looks like. Alright, so you can see now that we have this home. So once I click on home now, you can see it takes me back to home. If I click on editorial, it takes me to editorial category. It takes me to editorial category. If I go back again, I click on home, it takes me back to the home page. So do you see that now? So that is how you edit that particular section. Alright, so the next thing now we're going to look at is, okay, let's look at the blog and see. Okay, so now we're going to look at the next thing now is, for instance, we don't have about page here, and we don't have contact page. So take for instance, someone visits our blog and they want to get an info about us, about the blog itself. Though me looking at the blog, someone could say that it's a news blog, but they need to be an about page where the person will go and read about the blog. Do you get that? There could also be a contact page where someone can go, and if they want to get in touch with the administrator, they should be able to see that. So in that case, you are creating a page for it, not a category. You are creating a page, that is about page and contact page. So to do that, you head over to your dashboard. Normally when you go to your dashboard, then you click on pages. Alright, so once you come to page, you're going to see all the page that you have on your website. Now we're seeing some multiple pages here, so I can just go straight to delete them, to delete all this if I want. Then I'll move them to trash, then I'll click apply. Now we have this now, so we're going to create an about page. So we'll click on about. So we'll click on about. Alright, so this is the title. So this kind of editor is not the normal default classic editor. In one of my previous video, I showed you, if you have an editing panel like this, you know, sometimes it's kind of confusing. This is a block editor. So but the one that I feel is more comfortable for you to use is the classic editor. So right now let's head over to switch to classic editor. So you're going to see the way this one looks and that of classic editor. Then you can also compare and contrast, then you know the one that is okay with you. So right now, so I will go back to my dashboard. I am still on the, okay, let me just go back to my dashboard from here. So I'm going to go to plugins. I'll go to plugins, then I'll click on add new. I'll be installing a plugin called classic editor. Alright, look at it here. This is it, classic editor. So it's already installed, but it is not activated. So I will activate it. That's why you're seeing activate. But all these other plugins, install now, install now, install now. So this one is already installed, but it's not activated. And this is what we're going to be activating. So I will activate it. Now I've activated it right now. So there's nothing you do again. So just go back to your page or your post. Then you click on add new. Alright, you're not going to see a classic editor. So you can see the difference right now. You can see that now. So it's left for you now to decide which one you are more comfortable with. Alright, so to me, I am more comfortable with this. I can still work with the other one, but I just prefer this one. So here we are going to put in our title. Then here will be the content of the page. So here we're writing about us. So right now, let me just go to ChatGPT. So let me just generate a random about us. Alright, so I'm asking the AI to generate a, okay, so it has given me some content right now, but I just want to streamline it to my name. That is the name of the blog. Okay, so this is the content that the AI is giving to me. So I'm just going to copy this right now, so you could still edit to your taste. So I'm pasting it here. Now remember, I told you when I was treating on how to make posts and pages, so I don't have to go back to all this. So if you've not watched that video, please go to Codebase channel to watch that video on how to publish posts and pages. So I'll paste this here. Alright, rest everything is fine. So then I'll just go ahead and I'll click on publish. Alright, so that is published right now. So let us preview the website, and we're going to see if this about page that we created is showing on the blog. Now I doubt if it's going to show. Alright, you can see now it is not showing, and the reason why it is not showing is because there is no, we have not attached it to any of this menu. We have not attached it to any menu yet. So to do that, okay, let me create a contact us page again. So I'll click on add new. Then I will title this contact us. So I'll give it this okay, to reach out to us, email us at, okay, let me just give it info at hardcodebase.xyz. Now in subsequent videos I'll be showing you how to create a custom or a business email like this. So please always stay tuned to our channel. Then I'll go ahead and click on publish. Now that is published. So right now all these pages that we created, the about and contact page, they will not really appear on the front page of the website, but that does not mean they don't exist. They exist, but they are nowhere to be seen on the front end of the website. So we are going to do that. We are going to put it on the front page of the website. So to do that right now, you go straight to appearance, then go back to your menu. Now head back to your menu. So right now we're going to be creating a menu. So we may decide to put it in the footer. Now this is the footer, there's nothing here. We may decide to put it in the footer, and this particular theme we installed has a footer menu. So right now I'm going to create a new menu for these pages we created. So click on create a new menu. Then what I will give it is let me give it a menu name. So let me just say pages. Okay, or rather let me just say secondary menu. So right now the menu setting, where do I want this secondary menu to appear? I want it to appear on footer menu. Remember that the primary menu is for this other one here, is for this one. That is for the primary menu, is for this. Then the social menu is this social media icons. So we're creating a new menu for the footer, so that this about and contact page will appear at the footer. That does not mean you cannot add the about us here. You can still attach it here if you want. So let's look at that right now. So I'm selecting footer menu. Then that is done, you go ahead and click on create menu. Now after you have created the menu, you are now left with one thing to do. You are going to add the contact us and the about page. You are going to add it inside the secondary menu that we just created right now. So you click on, let me select all these pages. You see from this left hand side, you can see pages. So I'm selecting these 3 pages, then I'm adding it to the menu. You can see that right now. So you can see now you can reorder it. For instance, I want the home page to be the first. You can reorder it by dragging. So if you are on mobile, just tap and hold, then drag it. You can reorder the buttons as well. So that is that. So right now this home page, okay, that is fine. Then I'll go ahead and click on save menu. Now let's preview the website again. Alright, then let's head over to our footer. So you can see that now. You can see where it has appeared: home, about, then contact us. So do you get that now? So that is how you attach it to the attach your pages to a menu. Also, for instance, you want to add the menus to this other primary menu. What you're going to do is still the same thing. Select the primary menu, select it, then once it opens, you go straight to your pages here. Go straight to your pages. So I want us to put about us, then I'll click on add to menu. Alright, so I want the about us to be immediately after the home button. So this is it. Then I'll go ahead and click on save menu. So by the time you refresh the site, alright, you can see this about us right now. Do you see that? So you can see that right now. So great. So now we have done that. So now the next thing we're going to look at is the widgets. So what are the widgets right now? Like I explained in the last video, part 1 of this blog creation, you can see all these are actually the widgets here that are on the right side of the blog. You can see all these are widgets which we can actually edit or remove. So let's look at them now. So from your dashboard, under appearance, we see widgets. You can see widgets right now. So once you click on widgets, alright, still this is a blog widget. So right now just close this, alright. This is a search bar. This one here is a search bar. Alright, we have recent posts, we have recent comments, and that is what you are actually seeing in this particular place. So the search bar, followed by recent posts, followed by recent comments, followed by the archives, I think, followed by categories. So that is what you get right from these widgets. Now let's take, for instance, let's scroll down again to see. Okay, we still have some other widgets again that are not really fully activated. So now let's take, for instance, I want to remove this particular label, this particular one here. So I'm just going to click it. Once I click it, for instance, I want to remove that, so I'll just go ahead and I will click on this 3 buttons here, 3 dots. Click on it, then you see where they have deletes. In some cases you see it as remove, so I will remove it. So then I will click on updates. Now by the time I refresh this blog, I'm going to see that that particular widget is no longer there. Okay, it's still here. Okay, you can see that it's still there. Okay, it's still there. So let's look at it again. This is the sidebar. Recent post. Let's talk about the recent post. Now let's delete it. Delete. Alright, then I'll update. Now I'll refresh again. Alright, you can see now. Okay, so that has been deleted already, even the search button. Okay, some cases you may want to hard refresh. To hard refresh, when you are on your computer, on your PC, you hold your control and press F5. That is to hard refresh. You get? So sometimes maybe if you press just the F5, it may not really, the changes you have done may not really take place. So you just go ahead to hard refresh it. So now you can see now that the recent post and the search has been removed. So now that is what the widget is all about. Now this one is still archive. Archive are like a collection of all the posts you make for each month. So for the month of August you have this post, for the month of September you have this post. Just every month you have a post. So once you click on any month, you're going to see all the posts that you have made for that particular month. Then this is categories. So this is all the categories that are on the blog itself. So right now, if you also want to add other widgets, you can still do that. Now let's take for instance we want to add let's say a widget. This is the sidebar. So and all these are the widgets under the sidebar. You can take note of that. Now let's want to add something else. So we'll click on this plus icon. You can see that now. You can see this plus icon. You click on it. Now take for instance we want to add back the recent post. So you search for, let's search for okay, latest post. You can see that right now it's still the same thing as recent post. So all you just need to do is you can rename it. So you click on it. Now once you click on it, you can drag it, please. You can drag it, just drag it. You can see that right now. So you can drag it to the position you want it to appear. So I want it to be at the first widget, so I'll drop it here. So you can see that right now that we have this now. So take for instance, this is it now. So I'll click on it. You can see that right now. So good. Now we don't have a header for it, so we want to give it a header. So like this one now, this is a header. You can see it has h2. Now I just want to duplicate this and put at the top of this recent post. So what I will do is I will click on this button here, these 3 dots. Then I will see where they have duplicates. So duplicate means making it double. So I've duplicated it now. So I'm moving one. I just want to move one. So I will click. You see where I click? I just clicked on this place here and I drag. So I'm dragging it up above this place here. So you can see that. So right now I'm going to rename it to what? To latest post. Then I'll go ahead and I'll click on updates. So now I've clicked on updates. So I'm going to refresh the blog and see if it has appeared. skip. Alright, great. So you can see now that it has appeared, latest post. Now great, so that is that. Now take for instance, maybe you want to add an advert on the sidebar. You know, from time to time your blog is bound to grow and you are bound to be taking adverts from people. Now take for instance, you want to add an advert, a banner or an image on the sidebar. You can also do that. So what you're going to do is you go back to this button here again. Remember, you are on widgets. Then you go to this button to add, then you search for image. If you don't know what to search for, you can just be scrolling down to see the widgets that we have. So on your own part, you can just test run whichever one, please. So you are bound to test run, you are bound to practice. You know, you don't just begin to start immediately. You are bound to practice this, touch this and touch that, because we may not really cover all areas. So on your time, on your own leisure time, you are just practice and you could just be good at it. So right now we are putting an image. So right now I'm going to click on this image. You can see that. So I'll click on this image. So maybe I want to put it at the top again, or let me put it below this one here. Let me just put it below this. So I'll drop that. So now this is the image widget. So right now I'm going to click on upload here. So if I have the image already on my computer, that's why I'll click on media library. Then if I want to get the image maybe from another website or from another portal, I will copy the image link, that is the image URL, and then I'll place there. So right now let's see, I have an image on my downloads folder, so I'm going to put this. So let me just place this. Alright, great. So now this is placed. So now you can see now that the image has some buttons here which enables me to resize the image. So right now I'm going to use that button to actually resize the image. So I'm going to just reduce that here. You can see that now it's reduced. Now you may also want to align the image to center. So you just look for the alignment button. You can see this is alignment button. You can see that you click it, then you put select center, align center. So you get that right now. So now you may also want to put let's say think what do I want to do again, let's say a clickable link, so that if someone clicks on the image, it takes them to another place, it takes them to another website, or it takes them to another place on your blog, or it takes them to a WhatsApp or anywhere at all. So you want to put that, you look for this link here, this icon. This is a link icon, that's a link icon. You click on it, then you'll be able to impute the URL. So let's take for example, I want to copy the about us for instance now. So I'm copying the link, so then I will paste it here. So then I'll click on this apply. You can see this, always apply that. So now what this means is that anybody that clicks on the image, it will take them straight to the about us. So let us refresh the website, that is the blog, and let's see how it works. So skip this. So now you can see the image here right now. You can see that now. So once I click on it, so it's going to take me, you can see where it redirected me to the about us. So that is actually the work of the widgets. You can see the work of the widget. Okay, so that is what the widget is all about. So on your own time, you can just go ahead and practice what you have seen right now. Like I said, the theme I use, it may not really be the theme you are using, so but whichever way, just have it at the back of your mind that when editing most of these WordPress themes, you're doing that from the appearance section, basically customize, widgets and menu. Now someone asked a question in the group and was like, okay, how about the coding, the code aspect of the WordPress? Yes, now the theme itself has the codes that are backing it up. Every theme has codes that back it up. Do you get that now? So from WordPress, when you go to appearance, you're going to see theme file editor. Let's look at appearance. You're going to see theme file editor. Now theme file editor, from this place is where you see all the codes for the that is backing up that particular theme. You can see from this right hand side we have the theme files, the style sheets, the theme functions, the assets, and so many others. So all these are the codes that are actually backing up the theme. So now we're not delving into that aspect. When you are going into HTML and CSS development, you're going to learn more about that. So now let's look at the blog and see, okay, what other thing again do we think? Okay, now let's look at how we are going to add a share button, a social media share button. Now this is a blog, and it is expected that if people visit your blog, you just give them the privilege to share your blog post or your blog content. So if you open any particular post, if your team don't have any share button, you can also attach that. So now let's head over to installing a plugin that will enable people to share our blog post. So to do that, you head over to your dashboard, then you go straight to plugins, then you click on add new. Now I don't really have anyone in mind now, but I'm giving you an overview and insight of how all these things function. Now you want to put a function, you want to put a plugin that enables people to share your content, your blog. So what enables that? What does that? It is a plugin. Remember that we talked about the difference between a plugin and a theme. So it is a plugin that enables that kind of functionality of people being able to share your blog post. So when you come to plugin, then you see this search bar. So what you can do is just think, okay, what I'm looking out for is share. So what I will search for is share. So I will search for share, or I will search for social share. When I search for social share, I'm going to get a list of plugins that are actually related to social sharing. Do you get that now? So do you see that now? So now I've searched here. Now I can see this plugin, add to any. Okay, this is the one I was actually thinking about. Add this. Now you will see this. We see also this here now. You can see this. You can see social sharing plugins, and we have thousands of them. You do get that now? So all you need to do is to pick up any one. You can see now that this plugin was updated 2 weeks ago, and it is compatible with the version of the WordPress we are using. Now this one here was updated 23 hours ago, and it is still compatible with the version of WordPress we have. So right now you can just pick any one and see how it appears. Then if it is not really convenient for me, I can just deactivate it, use another plugin, then check to know their differences, to know the way they appear on the blog websites. Now they all do the same thing. The only difference is probably how they appear, their appearance on your blog. So click on install now. Now from time to time you're going to be seeing a whole lot of plugins and what they actually do. Now I'll activate this. Alright, so we're activating this now. Alright, great. So it's activated right now. Now please take note that whenever you install and activate any plugin, in most cases that particular plugin setup or settings will appear on your dashboard on this left hand side. It will appear on your left hand side, and you are seeing right now that this particular plugin that we have activated, that is the ultimate social media icon, blah blah blah. You can see where it has appeared. It has appeared here. Now some cases too, you may not see the plugin settings on this place. You may see it from appearance, you may see it right under tools, or you may see it under settings. It all depends. So when you activate any plugin and you don't see it lying in among this menu, just check any of these places: appearance, tools, and settings. You probably will find it in any of them. You probably will find it in any of them. Do you get that now? So let me skip this. Alright, so this is the plugin here. So all these ones are just normal. So I'm gonna activate any of them. Alright, so from this place now, it says which icons do you want to show on your site. So you can see now this icon is RSS is ticked, email is ticked. So maybe I want to show LinkedIn, I want to show Instagram and WhatsApp, so I'm ticking them right now. Okay, so now that is okay. So I'll go straight to the next one, which is save. You can see that now. You can see that saving. And the next question it asked is what do you want the icons to do? So what do you want it to do? For instance, the RSS, okay, it's going to give me the feed of the blog. So I think this one is already set by default. So okay, now for the Facebook, what do you want it to do? For instance, like my blog page, share my blog with friends on Facebook. Okay, so now let's first of all preview the blog and see. Alright, so skip this. Alright, we can see now that the social media share button is not appearing yet. So possibly because we are not through with the setup. So right now let's go straight to the next one, which is where shall they be displayed. You can see the question. Now it says here, floating over your website pages, show them as a widget, place via shortcode in your team header, show icons after post. So let's take for instance, we want to show the icons after every post. So right now I want us to show the icons immediately after the post. So for instance, the person finished reading the post, so it's going to display after the post. So let's tick this and see. So it says we have responsive icons. This one is original icons, just like this, like this. So let's choose responsive icons. Now we go ahead and save it. Okay, so here it says what is the display option? Show after post. Then this one show post preview, after post, other pages. Okay, so let's go ahead and I will click. Now this one is the designing option of it. So first of all, let us preview it and see how it appears. Then if it's not okay with us, we can come back to redesign it. So I'm going to refresh the blog page, the post itself. Alright, so you can see now where it has appeared. You can see the post, you can see the where it has appeared: share on Facebook, tweet, followers, save. So you can see that now. So it's okay, it's good. So if I click this share on Facebook, it's going to redirect me to Facebook, where I'm going to share the blog post. So do you get that now? So that is how actually this plugin works. It's a social media share plugin. Now we still have other plugins, just like I told you before. We still have a whole lot of other plugins as well that can also do the same thing that this particular plugin is doing. So it all depends on the one you want to use. You could try as many as you want, and then decide on the one that best suits you. Do you get that now? Alright, so now let's view the home page and see okay, you can see now that the button is also appearing on the home page as well. Alright, good. There are still some other social media buttons that will just appear by the side, and I think also you can do that, set it off from the way it's being displayed. Here it says floating over your website pages, so by the time I tick this floating over the website pages, whether it's going to be at the top left, so if I select top left, then I go ahead and okay, let me just select center left, then I'll go ahead and save it. We'll see now that the place where it will appear will be at the center left, and it will still appear at the middle of the post as well. So center left, let me refresh that again. Okay, let's open a post and see. Alright, you can see the social media links here now showing up. That's the social share, they are showing up right now. So you can see that right now, so it will be scrolling just like that. You can share from that place, you can also share from here too. You can see that right here. Alright, so that is because of the settings that we have done. Alright, so that is done, and we have basically come to the end of this class, and if there are other things again, we'll still be bringing them to you from time to time. Now, I believe you have been able to see how you can actually create a blog website, whether it is for any kind of blog, whether it is a news, a sports blog, whether it is a relationship blog. All that matters is get a theme that suits what you actually want to create. Do you get that now? Get a theme that suits what you want to build. So if you don't have a theme, it will be kind of a little bit difficult for you to handle. So you have an idea of what you want to create, then go to your appearance, then look out for themes that will match what you want to do. Or better still, if you have enough budget for the work, you can go to Theme Forest, then search for a theme that suits what you want to do and purchase it as well. So that is how we do that. Now I also said that in my previous video I'll show you how to create to remove this copyright developed by team this blah blah blah. You can actually do that, you can do that, but please stay tuned to our next video. Subsequent videos, it's one of the tips and tricks that I'll be showing you how you can remove this copyright. This video is becoming too long and I don't want it to be too long, so I'll show you that in our next videos. So please, I would like to see your hands doing something, and I would like to see you creating and practicing what you have learned so far from all these videos that we have been making here at Codeverse. You can also drop us a link of what you have done. You can drop it on our WhatsApp group so that we can look at it, and if there are any corrections, then we can also let you know about the correction. So please, if you have your friends and your families, please, I would like you to share these videos to them. Tell them about the Codeverse channel, tell them how beneficial it will be to them as well. And please, if this is your first time of coming here, please do well to subscribe. You are helping us by subscribing, and also follow us on all the social media handles that we are in. So if you've not watched any of our videos so far, please go back to our channel, and watch all our videos. I will see you in the next video, and then the next video will be a very useful and a practical one, just like this as well. If you have any question relating to the first video we did on blog creation, please you ask your question, leave a question in the comment box, and if you're on our WhatsApp platform, you can also drop your questions there. So see you in the next video. My name remain Harrison, and bye.